Well, good morning, everybody. Today I'm over here at Bend and Hickory Road in Toccoa, Georgia, and I'm going to try to hike into Contentment Falls again. If y'all remember, I was back over here in Thanksgiving week going to hike this, and they had just moved in here logging, and we're in here working heavily, regrading this road in and everything, so I didn't get to hike it. I had to go find somewhere else. So I don't know if they're still in here. As you can see, there's some fresh skidder tracks and whatnot. So they may still be in here, but the gate is closed, so hopefully they're not working today. So I'm going to try to make it in here to Contentment Falls. But I'm going to get geared up and get ready to start hiking. It's a cold morning, in the 30s with a brisk breeze blowing, so it's going to be a good winter's day to hike. But like I said, I'm going to get geared up and get started and see if we can make it in there. Now, as y'all can see, the first part of this hike, you're walking along this old Forest Service road, which is gated, and as you can probably see from the fresh skidder tracks alongside the road, they're probably still in here logging. I figure that probably the gate was closed today. With it being Saturday, they're just not working today. But looks like they're probably still in here. I've never hiked this before, so looking at the map, you have to walk this road for a little ways down through here, and then at some point the trail will turn off of the road to the right. Looks like that takes you on to the Contentment Falls, but I'll find out here shortly. I'm just cruising along right now, and it is chilly. That wind is blowing pretty good. All right, so I've made it to where we will turn right off the road. Just came down through from that direction, and about 0.48 of a mile in, so you'll have to come down the road right at a half a mile, you might as well say, and you'll turn to your left, and as you can see, there is a marker there with a orange diamond on it, and over there is a bright orange blaze. So this is where you will turn to the right to go on to Contentment Falls. So I'm going to continue on down through here and be in the woods now and off the road, so that's always a good thing. Although this looks like it's probably an old logging road or something that's off down through here, but at least it's not actual walking on a road. So let's get to it down through here. As you can see, they have logged right up to the trail here. I don't know if the trail is the boundary, but they have logged and cut the trees right up to it. I think I can hear a feller buncher actually running down there sawing trees, so maybe there's somebody in there. Maybe they're in there today just cutting or something. But I can definitely hear one. That old familiar buzz as it hits those trees and saws them off in the distance. Continue on here. Well, I'm starting to hear some water flowing off down here in the hole. And judging by the map, we should be getting close. But the old road here, as you can tell, is going downhill, steady downhill down through here. But it's been a fairly easy hike. This is the first few rocks I've seen since I've been hiking, so we'll see what lies ahead. But like I said, we should be getting close to the end if the All Trails map is right. And we shall see. Pan around here and look. It's a beautiful day today. Just really chilly. Good weather to try out your new wintertime hiking gear that you got for Christmas. Now, as you come down this old road, there'll be looks like a rocky pig trail that turns off to the right. Like I said, I just came down through this old road, and this pig trail makes a hard right, and supposedly this is the way down to the falls. I can hear it splashing down there, so we will see. Now here I am at the top of Contentment Falls. This is a little stream that comes down through here that goes over the top of the fall. And then right here is the very top of Contentment Falls as the water goes over. And this waterfall is taller than what I thought it was. I didn't think it was this tall, but we're up here a pretty good ways. I'll ease on over here where you can sort of see off down in there, but you look off down in there, there's a whole lot of big boulders and all down there. But I'm going to see if I can work my way on down the trail. This is a side trail that just comes off to the top of the falls. And we'll see if I can work my way on down the other trail that supposedly goes to the base. But it's beautiful right up here. I mean, this is a pretty little area. Well, here is Contentment Falls. I made it down here to it. Beautiful waterfall. And it's flowing really well. I guess this rain we've had over the last few days really helped it. I'm sure it was only a trickle before all that rain moved in, but another one of those free-falling waterfalls that you don't see many of in Georgia. It comes over the top there. Beautiful waterfall. We look off down as it flows on off down through the boulders and all that stuff. It's quite a little bit of an adventure getting down here to film this. The trail sort of turned into a goat path, but I made it. I think I found an easier trail once I got down here, of course. I found an easier trail to get back up to the main trail. We look at all the rock face and everything in here, where all these rocks have broken off and fallen. But another beautiful Georgia waterfall, free falling at that. Well, I made it down here on down, worked my way on down here to the very base of this falls. As you can see, it's beautiful. Quite the adventure working my way down here, because I had to come down beside that big tree right there to the right. And it's sort of straight off, and it's really slick with the leaves. But I made it. I had my trekking poles with me, so they got a really good workout. If I hadn't had those, I guess I'd been scooting on my butt down through here, but I made it nonetheless. But it's beautiful down here. Like I said, this is Contentment Falls in Toccoa, Georgia. I'm gonna hang around here for a couple of minutes and then start trying to work my way back up the hill there to get out from here, and start heading back toward the parking area. Well, I made it out of there, and back up here on the main trail. Man, that was a climb out of there. Got to put it in billy goat mode, 4-wheel drive, to get out of there, especially with all the leaves making it extra slippery. But it was worth it. That was a beautiful waterfall. Like I said, I've never hiked in here before, and I was unaware that it was, you know, that tall of a waterfall. I thought it was a lot smaller. So glad I hiked this today. Well, from what I'm reading, you can actually continue on around this road here, and it makes a loop. I think All Trail says it's about 3.5 miles total or something like that. But I'm sitting on right now about 1.4 miles total. Of course, that's counting all the walking around and everything I did down there at the waterfall, because my GPS tracker tracks every move I make. If you look at the map, when I get finished, it looked like I was down there walking in circles around that waterfall and taking pictures and so forth. But I'm going to hike back out of here to the parking area. I'm not going to do the loop. I think you can actually hike under a railroad trestle, really tall one over here that's at Toccoa. You can see it from this loop, but I'm not going to be doing that today because I've got some stuff I have to do this afternoon, so I don't really have the time for it today, but maybe we'll do that on another day. But I'm going to start walking back out of here toward the parking area. Well, as you can see, I've made it back up here to this Forest Service road where the logging operation's going on. Like I said, there's one of the markers for the trail here that turns off. So we know from this point it's only about another half a mile up this road to get to the parking area. Man, this is a beautiful day today. Like I said, it's just chilly. Especially with this wind. I guess the wind's blowing 15 miles an hour or so. Really making it feel colder than what it is. But just on my way back to the car, well, as you can see, I've made it back to the parking area. So the hike to Contentment Falls is complete. That was an easy hike to a beautiful waterfall. Of course, the last couple of 100 feet down to the base of the falls is a little tricky. I recommend having some hiking poles for that, but if you don't, you can sit down and scoot on your butt to get on down there. Luckily, like I said, it's only a couple 100 feet, and it's a climb back out of there. But the rest of the trail is easy, walking along old Forest Service and logging roads. I'm sitting on about 2.25 miles total in and out, so not a long distance either. I had the trail to myself the whole time, waterfall to myself, and met a group of about 10 people with, including small children, just right below the parking area here heading in. So secluded hike until just the last few 100 feet. But anyway, I'm going to get in the car and see if I can go round up a bite to eat. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I thank you for coming along with me today on my adventure. And I will see you next time.